Biker Dads brought to you by Garza Law,
Thunder Roads Magazine of Tennessee and Kentucky,
and the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers. All right, because we're here in Knoxville now, thanks to the Garza Law Firm and April Violet, Miss Heelz on Wheelz here. You've seen her before on our show, but you're going to be seeing a lot more of her because she's now going to be our East Tennessee correspondent. Tell me how you feel about all that.
Super excited, super excited. Chris, we are so proud of East Tennessee and what we do in our community here. The riding is beautiful. We've got the Smoky Mountains. You mentioned the vintage bike. We've got the famous vintage motorcycle. The Time Warp Vintage Motorcycle Club is home based here. We're going to visit all of the different genres, dealerships, bars, live music, like you said, starting with the beautiful skyline of Knoxville, Tennessee in this little chilly weather. But you did mention the fact that it is getting colder, so what we do here in our community is we try to keep the bikers coming together when they're not riding. So we did just finish an amazing bikers and bowling event. We have that going on this season. So just super excited to share it with you and all of your fans.
All right, as April said, there's a lot going on in Knoxville, and she took me for a personal tour of all the cool biker places here in East Tennessee. Well, not all of them, because we're going to have to visit some more coming down the road.
You'll need a few weeks.
But here, take a look at what we found right off the bat here in Knoxville.
This is Biker Dad.
I'm here with Butch Sprain, who is the founder of the Time Warp Vintage Motorcycle Club. And we just stopped in tonight, even though the weather's a little bit cooler, they're still all hanging out. And Butch is gonna tell us a little bit about how they got started. I know Dan, the owner, is really busy right now, so Butch has stepped up to help us out. This is nationally known here in Knoxville, so if you've never got to come here, well, you don't know what you're missing.
Most of it's Dan's, but a lot of people volunteer the helmets here from different people.
And they just let it store here, like pretty much like a museum.
And Dan, just like that, he was a pinball and jukebox man. And he would set that out in front of the store and make a quarter every time a little kid smiled.
Oh.
There's some really interesting people, like this guy right here. He's the Bates man. Hey, Bates. Bates man.
Say hello.
He's the king of the Bates jackets right there. Yeah.
This gentleman right here is extremely humble. They call him Bones, but his name is Marion Cooper, right?
Yeah. Oh, I told you not to. Don't tell everybody.
You got to Google him, because what you don't know about him is he is an absolutely famous. You're not a striper. You're just a painter, right?
Yeah.
A painter. And who? He painted Jay Leno's bike. Yep, he did, and lots of others. One of the most impressive things I love about this, my first time here, was this table. I don't know if it's just because I love old kind of stuff, but I love the fact that they meet at this table during their meeting. They have tons of magazines, and I just was bragging a little bit because a couple years ago I came in and I picked up one of the magazines. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually in this magazine. So yeah, there it is. So I very humbly
get her page up.
I very humbly let people know that I am in that From the Distinguished Gentleman ride. So Chris, as you can see from our great tour from Mr. Butch Sprain, the Time Warp Vintage Motorcycle Club is iconic. The motorcycles that join here and have their meetings, they're known around the area, and everybody knows this place in East Tennessee. If you've not gotten a chance to stop in, make sure you let your people know, and I'm letting everybody know. Try to come by and shake a few hands here. These guys have stories for days.
April Violet here, Miss Heelz on Wheelz. Today we're spending some time at one of the most well-known stores in Knoxville, Biker Rags, owned by Jeff and Pam. They're always giving back to the riding community, and we're down here getting some video of their new location. Years ago, last year, they had a fire, and I'll let them tell you a little bit more about that. But we're down in the basement where they keep their vintage bike collection and kind of a lounge area for shoppers to come in. A lot of benefit rides start at Biker Rags, especially poker runs, things like that. They always are very accommodating for us. So they're great people.
Hi guys, I'm Jeff Huggins from Biker Rags. We are now in South Clinton, Tennessee. Well, we started in 1994. Pam and I, my wife, we both love motorcycles, don't like to work on bikes. So we decided to open up a little leather and accessory shop. We started real small, little dive over in the south end of Knoxville.
We're here at Ridge Runners, and we're just coming by to stop by because this bar is known as a biker bar. It does a lot with the motorcycle community. And we were talking about its live music, and of course I looked down the end of the bar, and I saw Miss Karina. I don't think I've ever seen her out in the daylight.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a night owl. She is the lead singer for her own band, Karina and Band. She plays a lot at Ridge Runners.
I've been a biker boy since the 80s and 90s. My first job when I moved here from Florida was kind of a corporate type Holiday Inn lounge and I got invited. We closed early one night. Everybody was coming to this place on the other side of town, the Warehouse Tavern. I came in here, and one night was hooked. Pool table, beer, and pretty good little party spot. We've watched it evolve over the last almost 30 years.
Hey everybody, April Biley here, Miss Heelz on Wheels in Knoxville, Tennessee. The wind is coming. This is what we do in our community, all right? We come together. This is Meals on Two Wheels. It's been going on for 5 years. Started by Gary and Alicia Hewitt and David Griffin, who we lost last month due to COVID. This is a 5-year anniversary in his honor. Him and his wife Alicia and David Griffin started this 5 years ago. It used to be called Sinners and Saints. It has grown the entire motorcycle community. No matter what you ride, where you're from, they come together, donate food. Garza Law, we want to thank them. We brought us. Yep. We did turkeys and hams. We have Jimmy Randolph back here who volunteered to smoke it all for us.
Find your empty spot.
The drinks were donated. Chatterbox is one of our local. This is C2C Club. Outrage is here. Spirit Hill is here.
If you need clothing, come on. We'll get you sit in here the best we can.
We're giving out blankets, gloves, toboggans, socks.
I got ADHD, PTSD, I got the head injury.
I mean, we're going to do the right thing for the right reasons, and we're going to take care of people whenever we possibly can, or point them in the right direction when they need help.
They think I might have dementia.
It's all right, kids. We're going to take care of you. And you're going to have the best SSI attorney you've got. Haley is here today with us. She's going to come take care of you.
And I think having a dedicated full-time fixture that's more about being an advocate for the motorcycle community rather than just handing out swag feels more right.
This is Biker Dad.